안녕. Okay, see you again. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah, yeah,
Can you
okay.
hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry for that. I think it was muted. But
yeah,
yeah, 10 minutes. What did you
yeah.
do for 10 minutes?
20 minutes.
20.
Yeah,
No, I mean for 10 minutes a while ago.
no.
Your break time.
Break
10 minutes.
time. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just,
yeah.
checked the news in the morning.
Oh, what's the news?
Actually, nothing special. We just
Uh-huh.
counted new coronavirus patients and then some,
Cases.
news
Mm-hmm.
about the politics and then nothing special.
Ah, okay. These days, it's really just always about coronavirus.
Yeah.
Okay. But the article you chose a while
Okay.
ago was really interesting. How
Okay.
poor English skills have caused
Okay.
plane
So
crashes.
let me
Mm-hmm.
read the article first.
Okay, sure.
So most of the time, if you make a mistake speaking English, you might be a bit embarrassed, but nothing bad will happen. However, that isn't the case for pilots and airplane crews. With good
Airline
communications,
cruise.
airline crews, yeah, with some good communication, sometimes being the difference between life and death. Here are two of the worst
Mm-hmm.
plane crashes caused by poor communication before English language requirements for airline crews was standardized in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
Chucky did deadly mid-air collision on November 12, 1996. A Saudi Arabian Airlines Boeing 747 collided with a Kazakhstan airline IN-76 in the air above
Mm-hmm.
Kazakh India. According to the Air Traffic Controllers Guild, the crash was caused by a misunderstanding between the crew of the Kazakh plane and air traffic controller. The Kazakh
Control.
air controller, the Kazakh
Mm-hmm.
pilot thought they had been told to fly at 14,000 feet, but they had actually been warned not to, because the Saudi Arabian plane was flying at that altitude. The plane
Mm-hmm.
collided, killing all 349 people on both planes. It was the world's deadliest mid-air collision. The Tenerife Airline disaster. On March 27, 1977, two planes collided on the runway at Lo- Los Rodeos Airport, now called Tenerife Airport. A terrorist incident at a nearby airport caused a number of flights to be redirected to Los Rodeos Airport, where visibility was poor due to fog. The native
Mm-hmm.
languages of the crews involved were Dutch on one plane, English on the other, and Spanish in the control tower. The crews had difficulties understanding each other in English because of their accents, and they were confused
Mm-hmm.
by the vague language used when asking for permission to take off. The planes, which were unable to see each other in the fog, collided when one plane tried to take off, wrongly thinking it had permission to do so. The resulting fires killed 583 people, with only 61 surviving, making it the deadliest airline accident in history. That's all.
Wow. Okay. So would you like me to ask you about your opinion first, or do you want to go to the vocabulary part?
Yeah, so I'd like to go to vocabulary part.
Okay. We have six words
Yeah,
highlighted. The
yeah,
first one is standardized. And what is standardized, Mr. Tay?
yeah. Standardized makes stand,
Stand?
stand, yeah,
Standard. Standard.
standard. Oh
To
yeah,
make a standard.
standard.
Uh-huh.
On
Okay.
the your working place or life, normal life or something, some stuff. So make
Mm-hmm.
people consider as some basic concept or basic thing.
Okay. Like, for example, the standard way of living in Korea. I
Yeah,
think there is a standard, right?
yes,
Can you tell
right.
me, Mr. Tay? Uh-huh. Standard.
For standard, we make lots of electronic devices. So we make
Mm-hmm.
standardizes for the electro electronic devices, and then we have to get the permission from the government
Mm-hmm.
to make
Oh, that's
the,
it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
customer, um, about the safety and then quality, how
Mm-hmm.
to guarantee of the products, yeah, safety and then quality.
Okay. Standards that needs to be approved by the government. Okay,
Yeah,
good. Number two, collide
collide,
is simply
simply hit or crush
hit,
each other. Yeah,
crash each other while moving. It has to
yeah,
be moving, right? Could
yeah,
be the other one moving or both of them moving. Okay.
yes,
The
right.
three, the third one,
Altitude.
mm-hmm.
Altitude is the height of
Altitude.
object. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
from the
Interesting.
sea level to the high.
Okay. And what was the effect of altitude in the collision mentioned in the article, Mr. Tay?
Yeah,
In the especially the first collision, what
yeah,
was the role of altitude? What was the role of altitude
yeah.
in the
To
collision?
yeah to prevent to collide each planes, they have to
Mhm.
keep their own altitude. They avoid
Mhm.
each plane,
Yeah. Mhm. But
but actually the Kazakhstan, actually
Kazakhstan,
Kazakh,
Kazakhstan, Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, yeah, co-pilot
Mhm.
um, had a misunderstanding about the control towers, this
Mhm.
guide. So
Okay.
they have to avoid the that altitude, but the co-pilot understand they have to keep the altitude.
Uh-uh. So misunderstanding.
Yeah,
Okay. Next,
that's
visibility.
visibility.
Okay.
Yeah,
What is visibility?
visibility is
Uh,
the distance uh, uh, you can see clearly, or you can see the
uh,
by the, so how much you can see.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, how much your bare eyes can see, which
yeah.
could be affected by. There
By
are times when
air,
visibility is
yeah,
affected because of.
your eyesight or air pollution or fine dust
Mm-hmm.
that could affect
Okay.
on your visibility.
Affect, right?
Yeah,
Okay, good. What if you are um driving? If you're
yeah,
driving,
yeah.
is it the same? The same factors?
Same factors. Oh yes, right.
Yes. When you're driving, the
Yeah.
same factors? Okay.
Okay.
Next, control tower. What is a
Control
control
tower.
tower?
Control tower. We use that. word control tower not only for airplane control and also
Mhm.
in the companies we simply use that word. We need control tower or we have to make control tower to manage and then set up the plan for the situation. So
Uh-huh.
sometimes we use the control tower as a board directors or um, some team
Mhm.
leaders
Mhm.
role.
I've never heard of control tower. Maybe in
Yeah.
business,
In
they make
business,
use of another word.
yeah.
Yeah.
In business in
Do they
Korea,
use another term?
we commonly use control tower, and also
Control
for
tower.
yeah,
Ah.
people usually say about this coronavirus outbreak. So many
Oh.
people complained about we don't have control tower to control this disease, or our control
Uh-huh.
tower is too weak. Yeah, we simply use
Oh,
that word like that.
okay. Okay, I understand. I would like to know the other word for this. I think when I was studying business, business ad, I feel like there is another word, but I cannot remember
Yeah.
already. Hmm.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go to the last one, and it is vague.
Vague,
Vague.
not clear and precise. Vague.
Precise. You always
Yeah.
use this, right? Vague?
Yeah. Yeah. Vague.
Mm-mm. Okay. So, would you like to go to discussion questions instead, and just keep comprehension questions so we can
Yeah.
answer some discussion
Okay.
questions?
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. Number
Number
one,
one then.
what are your thoughts on the extant features in the article? Actually,
Yes, there
the
are
two,
two.
yeah, two
Mm-mm.
extant are very tragic things by
Mhm.
common peoples. Uh, it's a human's mistake caused by human's mistake about the language and especially for the English understanding skill. So
Mhm.
now, lots of actually the I on the article says there is they make some standardized English skill requirement for lots of for the all the airplane crews and then pilots. So
Mhm. Mhm.
it should not happen again, and it will not happen again. I believe.
Okay. Let's see. This happened in 1996 and
Yeah,
1977. So far, there's
yeah,
none. There's
no, no,
no new case. Am I right?
just right.
Okay. Okay. Good. And English, I think it's not only about flights, right? When
Yeah,
does when does a language, you know, cause harm to people? Not just
yeah,
in flights. In what other
yeah.
cases, Mr. Tim?
Actually, as a international salesman, I meet and
Mhm.
I have lots of business with over the world, foreign countries, and also
Mhm.
my team also work for that.
Mm.
So sometimes similar thing happened. So each country has its own costumes and then lots of rules to import products.
Mhm.
So usually our business partners say or they give some direction to Korean companies about the costumes,
Mhm.
not to put
Cus
some
Custom.
label or yeah, some not to put some labels
Custom.
or yeah, custom
Mhm.
or some words on the products they want.
Mm. Mm.
But sometimes we misunderstand it. We made a misunderstanding. So we
Good.
put some label or we put write some wrong word as a
Mhm.
opposite way. So actually, yeah,
Uh-huh.
to prevent that kind of mistakes, I usually uh, check again and then get the email. Yeah, after
Okay.
the yeah
Email?
email, email or message
Ah,
written by the word,
okay.
literally,
Which written
yeah,
in words.
written in word to confirm
Mhm.
their requirement or order.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that is your way of solving this problem. Yeah, why
yes,
not?
right.
At least if it's written, you will
Yeah,
read it and make sure that
yeah,
what you understand
yeah.
is
It's
really
like a
what's written
yeah
there.
double check.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's right. Double checking. Next.
yeah.
Number two. Are you
Are you
afraid of
afraid?
flying?
Sometimes I'm
You don't
afraid
even know
of
how to fly.
flying, but actually
Hmm.
I take plane at least 5 times a year. So
Oh.
yeah,
How about
so
this year? How
this
about this
year
year?
the only
Uh-huh.
Dubai I went there, yeah, early February. So after that, because
Ah.
of the coronavirus, I couldn't go out.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you think it will last until the end of this year, or there will be a chance that you can go to other countries one of these days for this
Um,
year?
Maybe until we find the proper or
The
effective
vaccine?
vaccine or medicine, so it's not possible.
Uh-uh. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Are you afraid or not then?
Actually, I'm not
Afraid or
afraid
not?
of
You're not
airplane.
afraid.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of afraid because
Uh,
all of the risks are already there when you're up there flying, right?
yes, right.
And the
There is
last
no
one,
escape. Okay. The what other
three.
is three? What would you say
Mhm.
was your worst flying experience? Please share your story. Now, with
Worst.
my worst flying, actually nothing special I can remember. And there's
Mhm.
um, always my plane was good and there was no mistake. Only some delayed
Delayed flights.
plane between transporting.
Transporting.
Yeah.
When
So
there
this
is a change of
yes,
plane.
there is a
Change.
yeah one plane delayed. Then
Okay.
if I change it the other plane, then the schedule is usually ruined. So in
Ah,
that case, I
yeah.
could miss my next plane.
Mhm. So you already experienced those cases, Mr. Tay,
Yes, right.
right? Okay. And the last one, I guess, has already been
Yes,
answered a
right.
while ago. So
Yeah.
we're done.
Okay. Yeah.
See
See
you
you.
later.